Welcome to another video lecture series on electronic device and circuits. I'm Dr. Vinod. In this video, we are going to discuss about the working of the half rectifiers and its applications and a few derivations of this one. So, what is a half rectifier means? It is a electronic circuits which converts an AC, that is alternating current, into a pulsating DC. DC means direct current. By allowing only one half a cycle of the AC signal to pass. So it consists of transformer. So here I have used a step-down transformer. The number of windings at the secondary stage is lesser compared to the primary side, and I have one diode which act as a one-way switch, and I have a load resistance. In that one only, the output has to be taken. So here I can see I have drawn the input waveform. The maximum value I have taken it as Vm, and negative value is minus Vm, and it ranges from 0 to 2 pi. So the half cycle of this one is ranging from 0 to pi. Okay, so that signal get repeated for the rest of the half cycle, rest of the cycles, and at x-axis I have taken it as alpha. So the working is during the positive half cycle of the AC input. The diode you have anode and cathode, right? During the positive half cycle, the anode of the diode becomes positive with respect to the cathode. So the diode becomes a forward bias and it will conduct the current. So the current flows through the load resistor RL. So the output voltage will appear across the load. So this is the positive half cycle of the input signal will appear at the output. So up to 0 to pi I have a positive half cycle. So that will be appear at the output V0. So 0 to Vm. So the maximum value is Vm. So that will be appear at the output. So during the negative half cycle, so the Vm comes down. So this is Vm, and this becomes 0 at the secondary side. So so the anode of the diode becomes negative. So it becomes so the diode becomes a reverse bias, and it will be open circuitous that will block the current to flow through the load resistance. So the output becomes 0. Okay, so that is what I have drawn here. Up to pi to 2 pi it is 0. So the output waveform contains only the one half of the AC waveform, hence it is called as half a rectifier. Okay, and the output we are obtaining is not a pure DC waveform, so that is why it is called as pulsating DC. Okay, so we have see the working of the half a rectifier, so the derivation of the half a rectifier. So you can see initially V0 is equal to Vm sine alpha, since it is a sine wave, right? And the magnitude is Vm, and it has ranging from 0 to pi. Alpha is ranging from 0 to pi, and for G from pi to 2 pi, V0 value is 0. So the time period is from 0 to 2 pi. So in order to find the VDC value, so VDC is equal to 1 divided by T. T is nothing but 2 pi, and integration of 0 to actually 2 pi. So there is no use in writing 2 pi. So I can write 0 to pi Vm sine alpha d alpha, because for pi to 2 pi that is 0. So now I am going to take Vm outside. So Vm by 2 pi, and if I integrate sine alpha, I will get minus cos alpha. So you substitute the limits 0 to pi. So if I take the minus outside, minus Vm divided by 2 pi into cos pi minus cos c. So actually cos pi is minus 1 and cos 0 is 1. So I will get minus Vm divided by 2 pi into minus 2. So that is nothing but Vm divided by pi. Okay, since 2 and 2 get cancelled in. Next, to find the VRMS value, it is a root mean square value. So I'm going to take the root of 1 divided by 2, 1 divided by 2 pi, 0 to pi, and square, right? So Vm square sine square alpha d alpha. So now I can write, if I take a Vm outside, so I will get Vm divided by root of 2 pi, right? Then root of 0 to pi sine square d alpha, sine square alpha d alpha. So Vm divided by 2 pi, root of 2 pi, root of 0 to pi. So sine square alpha I can write it as 1 minus cos 2 alpha divided by 2 into d tau. So either you can take the 2 outside. Now I can write Vm divided by root of 2 pi. Root of, if I integrate 1, I will get alpha minus cos 2 alpha. I can write it as sine 2 alpha divided by 2, and substitute the 0 to pi limits. Sorry. So I will get Vm divided by root of 2 pi, root of pi minus sine pi divided by 2 minus 0 divided by 2. So therefore I will get Vm divided by root of 2 pi sine root of pi divided by 2. So here pi and pi get cancelled out, and root 2 into root 2 is 2. So Vrms value is Vm divided by 2. Next, I need to find the value of ripple factor. So the ripple factor is equal to root of Vrms divided by Vdc the whole square minus 1. So substitute the value of Vrms. Vrms is Vm by 2 and Vdc is Vm divided by pi. So on solving, I will get root of pi square divided by 4 minus 1. So here the pi value is 3.14. So you take the square of this value and divide it by 4 minus 1. Then you take root. I will get the ripple factor value is 1.21. So here you can see the ripple factor. The ripple means it is a error. Okay, what are the AC signal that is present inside the DC? It does consist of ripple. So it is more than the half wave rectifier when compared to the full wave rectifier. Next terminology is form factor, that is equal to Vrms divided by Vdc. So you substitute the value, you will get the answer as pi divided by 2. Next, you have to find the efficiency. So the efficiency is equal to PDC divided by PAC. So the output is DC and the input is AC. So PDC divided by PAC into 100. So that is equal to IDC square into RL divided by IRMS square into RL. So RL and RL get cancelled out. So instead of IDC, I'm going to substitute IM divided by pi the whole square divided by Im divided by 2 the whole square. So I will get the answer as 4 divided by pi square into 100. So I will get the answer as 400 divided by 3.14 the whole square is equal to 40 point something. Okay, I will get the answer as 40 point something. So next one is transformer utility factor TUF, that is equal to PDC divided by PAC for the secondary winding. So this I have to write it as IDC square RL divided by. So the IDC square I can write as IM square divided by pi square into RL. So instead of this I have to write it as Vrms into IRMS. So Vrms value from the primary side I can write as Vm, from the secondary side I can write it as Vm the root 2, and Im I can write it as IRMS I can write it as Im divided by 2. So on solving, so the Im Vm I can write it as Im into RL into Im divided by 2 root 2. So here the Im and the Im get cancelled out, and the RL also get cancelled out. Right. So I will get the answer as 2 root 2 divided by pi square. Right. So here I will get the answer as 0.286. The next terminology is peak inverse voltage. So whenever at the secondary side, if I give the VM, right? So during the negative off cycle, the diode will not get conducted. So if I draw the equivalent circuit, the diagram will look like this. So it is an AC, but you can see it will be looking like this only, right? So peak inverse voltage is at is VM. So next, let me discuss about the applications of half-wave rectifier. So it is used in the low power DC power supplies, and it is used in the signal demodulation circuits, battery charging simple circuits, and rectifications in electronic devices. So I hope this video is useful for you. So if you want to see the further videos regarding the electronic device and circuits enhanced syllabus, you refer the EDC playlist and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.